Okay, so I should have some vlogs once in a while. I should have some opinions because stuff has been happening, and I haven't said an opinion once in a while. And and recording, you know, playing video games is one thing. Like when I started, a YouTube channel like 10 years ago, I wanted to, do let's plays, but I have to say, recording the gameplay footage is one thing, but editing it is a pain. I was like, it's not as fun. Like it is not as fun. But you know what? Sometimes I need to upload something if I don't, if I, if I'm not, if I'm not posting a video like a let's play, like or when I'm playing a game, I don't know, just I feel like it's slowing down the channel. So I was like, I have to do some sort of opinion or something once in a while. So there's this news story I was hearing about recently about how GoFundMe, uh, what is like, there was that trucker protest that was happening in Canada like earlier, like over the weekend, like last weekend, and uh, the like the trucker convoy, raised $10 million on GoFundMe, and there was this news story like yesterday or so that GoFundMe like not only halted the money, but like they were gonna send money to like somewhere else or refund it or something. Um, so I was on GoFundMe's Facebook page this morning, and if you go on like the latest GoFundMe post and read the comments, like people are pissed off at GoFundMe right now. Like they it's like you know the truckers raised $10 million. This isn't like pocket change. No, no, this sounds like a lot of people, and it is clearly obvious up to this point that like GoFundMe has an agenda, and if it doesn't support their agenda, they're gonna take it down. You know, I have heard stories about how GoFundMe has raised money for Black Lives Matter. They have raised money for the rioters who have burned down the businesses of people during these Black Lives Matter riots. You know, they have raised money for rioters who have burned down people's businesses. They have raised money for people who, Black Lives Matter, who have killed people. But if it's anything that goes against their agenda, they're taking down that GoFundMe. They're taking down that, raising money for anything that goes against their agenda. Like, they took down the GoFundMe for Kyle Rittenhouse, and even though he's now found not guilty, they're not raising money for Kyle Rittenhouse. Like anything the right supports, they're taking it down. So of course now you have like it's like so of course like the mainstream media has, well, at least the Washington Post labeled the trucker convoy as like fascist. Like there's a Washington Post cartoon like that fishes the trucker convoy as like fascism. Uh, the other 98%, which is supposed to be for the working class, for the common people, they labeled the trucker convoy as Trumpism. Like, and you read the comments, and it's a fucking joke. Like, hey, remember when the left supported the working class and not and was against the government? Pepperidge Farm remembers, and look at the other 98%, you know, Facebook page on that story, and they're against the trucker convoy. Like, you'd think with a Facebook page called the other 90%, 98%, they would support the trucker convoy and be against the freaking government. it had to take like some person on Reddit call it out, like, hey, if the left is supposed to be for the working class and against fascism, why are we siding with the government just doing these fascist mandates and not with the working class that is the trucker convoy? So yeah, and if you're wondering about my voice, like my voice sounds so funny right now because I just took a nap this morning and I just woke up. So yeah, GoFundMe took down $10 million. I might as well just take the drink. GoFundMe took down $10 million that was made for the trucker convoy that spent like in a weekend protesting, you know, Canada's vaccine mandates. And that was something I commented was that who knew, truckers in Canada, prevented is doing the most to prevent Canada from becoming Australia. I heard the same thing is happening in the U.S., but I haven't heard about it yet. For all I know, it's probably happening right now, and I haven't looked at my phone or Facebook yet. I haven't heard a single story. But like, yeah, who knew it's truckers who's preventing countries from becoming Australia? Because I've been hearing what's been happening in Australia. First it started that they arrested people for being sick. Then they had concentration camps, and if anyone tries to leave the concentration camps, they're arrested and taken back. How long before I hear the story about how Australia, you know, executing people for being sick with the virus? How long before that story comes along? And other countries are following suit by fining people over a virus. I just don't want the US to become Australia. Ugh. So yeah, I totally supported the truckers. Like, hey, if there's anything that stops, a country from becoming Australia, so be it. And if it takes truckers who, yes, deliver our goods to the grocery stores from the factories or from the ships to the stores, and it's those people, then so be it. Anyways, I guess that's all I have to say. If there's anyone watching like the video, please subscribe and have a nice day. Bye.